Oh my god, we're back. I know I said I was gonna try to do weekly, but then so much shit happened. Anyways, welcome back to my channel. Um, so wrestling content, right? First of all, can we talk about my shirt? New shirt alert. Main event, Jey Uso. Found it at Hot Topic. So yes, it is another Hot Topic wrestling shirt. Fight me. I don't get paid enough for um off a WWE shop. I want to get one though so bad. Oh my god, AJ Lee came back last night. I loved her shirt and I wanted so bad. Anyways, I got a new phone. Payment plan go brr. Anyways, where's my notes app? Y'all, I'm still trying to figure out an iPhone. I had a Samsung for the longest time and now I have the 15. You know what? I have so many. You know what? We're gonna talk about Rumble and then we're gonna talk about SmackDown from the 6th and then Raw from last night, the 9th. And before we start, can we talk about something? Usually I film these things in like the middle of the night, right? I have somebody visiting at my house, which means I cannot do that in the middle of the night. So we're doing it at 7 o'clock at night. So not middle of the night, but still night. You know, this evening. It's dark outside. It's night. Anyways, Royal Rumble. Let's talk about it. Liv Morgan won. I don't. I feel like I say this so much. I hate her character. I love her. Like her persona in wrestling just pisses me off, and I hate it. But she is such a lovely person outside of it. From everything I'm seeing, like also ignore the nude location. It's gotta work. I have a, if you can't see, this is a Han thing I got for when I saw Stray Kids back in 2023. Anyways, Liv Morgan won the Women's Royal Rumble. Good for her. Sol Ruka. I've started to get into Sol. She was one of the last three, and Tiffany Stratton? It's not Stratus, it's Stratton, right? Trish Stratus, Tiffany Stratton. That stresses me out so bad every time. I don't think y'all realize. Anyways, oh my god, my shirt. Ugh, work with me here. Anyways, Brie Bella is back. Y'all shut the fuck up. I fear my childhood has come full circle. No, you know who we still need? We need Paige slash Soraya. Is that how she says her name? Soraya. We need her back too. And then my childhood's complete because we have Nikki, we have Brie, and we have AJ. All we need is Paige, and I'm fine. Roman Reigns won the men's Royal Rumble. Good for him. I love Roman. Do I think it kind of was expected? To me, yes. I told my dad, I said, I don't think this man needs to constantly have a championship, but go off. I love Roman, don't get me wrong. I love Roman Reigns. My dad would not be thrilled if I did not. My dad will literally just go like anytime I watch it with him. And he's on. Um, Drew McIntyre won against Sami Zayn. We already know how I feel about Drew McIntyre. And Gunther won against AJ Styles, and AJ Styles retired. I'm ah I hate Gunther so bad. You know what's so funny is right after okay, let's go back to when John Cena retired, right? John Cena retired December 13th. December 15th, they were in Hershey, Pennsylvania, where I was. I went to that live show. I also saw the taping of SmackDown for that same Friday. So I don't know why I did that. They were in Hershey, Pennsylvania 2 days after Gunther retired John Cena, and we all booed him loud as fuck. Flash forward to, was it January 31st when they had Royal Rumble and Gunther won against AJ Styles? 2 days later, they were in Philly and they booed him. I was like, oh, so this is a Pennsylvania thing. I'm joking. I just think it's funny that they were in Pennsylvania both times and Pennsylvania's not thrilled. I don't think anybody's thrilled with him, any city, but I just thought that was funny. All right, let's start with SmackDown. Now, can I just show y'all how I write when I'm watching, right? Oh no, oh no. Like, I promise I'm not about to read that all. I'm gonna save you the time and effort. I'm not reading that all. I'm just gonna go through points. Are they gonna be in order of when they happened on the screen? No. Why? Because I write it down when they post on WWE. Oh, what you can expect from each show. Here's like 4 things, and then there's like a million other things that happen. So I just write them in as they go. Um. So the first thing was Rhea and Io versus Julia and Kiana. Um. I get it. But Julia and Kiana, I love both of them. They're so cool. I think the whole thing of, oh, Julia's about to be a double champion and then she'll be the first triple champion. And that was like their whole thing. I personally didn't get it. Like, I get it, but I didn't see it happening. It's kind of like with, Royal Rumble. I didn't see the possibility where any of them who had championships were going to win the Rumble and none of them did. It's like when it happens, if there's a match that somebody already has a belt and then they're doing a match for another belt, I know it's happened, but to me, in my brain, since I've started, anytime it happens, I'm like, oh, they're not going to win. It's going to be retained by that person who currently has it, you know? Um, so I going in, I wanted Rhea and Io to win. I will say I do really like Julia and Kiana. I love the pairing. I'm so sorry. My cat is over in this direction. You guys haven't met him yet, but he's over here. I wonder if he'll say hi during this. He might not. Oh, I'm supposed to be plugging in my phone. Oh my god. There we go. My phone's at like half, over half. But knowing my luck, it'll die. Um, Rhea went in first, and it was funny. I forget why Io. What was it? There was something that happened. I don't know if it was with Julia or not. And Io was like, no, no, no. And I was like, okay, girl, you tell her, like, you get her. Dude, so my sister is visiting. That's who's visiting. Um, and so I'm out in our main living room watching the show because I don't have a cable box in my room, but I can watch Netflix in my room, right? That's why I watch Netflix back here. Um, I'm literally throughout the whole show going, not the whole show, but the whole Rhea and Io match. I'm just like, my sister goes, "Why are you looking like you're having issues?" I'm like, "Cause I want Rhea and Io to win." Um, I made, and I'm like, "Damn," and then I was like, "Bro, my heart rate beat," and the graph emoji. Um, and then when they won, yes. And then I said, "I can actually breathe normal now." Um, and then Rhea, Rhea's little forehead kiss to Io. I just started saying Rio instead of Rhea and Io, or just Rhea. I'll go Rio, and I'm like, no, Rhea and Io. Um, oh, we had the first rounds of Elimination Chamber qualifiers. I can't wait to talk about last night's show because I have so many opinions about that, but we'll get there. We're on SmackDown. Calm down, Seth. Calm down. So we're talking. Hold on. Sorry, I'm a thirsty bitch. Randy Orton, Solo Sikoa, is that how it's said? And Aleister Black. Um, so as Solo's going out, who was it? Was it Kathy Kelly trying to get a comment from him? I think it was Kathy Kelly. I don't think it was Jackie because Jackie's in Milan. I love both of them, by the way. Jackie's in Milan for the Olympics because NHL stuff, right? Anyways, Solo's getting ready to go out. I think Kathy comes up and is like, Solo, can we get a word before you go out? Da-da-da-da-da. And he's like, where's the MFTs? Where's my guys? Where's my guys? And you saw on the screen the Wyatt Six symbols, and I was like, I love the Wyatt Six. I don't think I say that enough. I love the Wyatt Six. Also, can we talk about give My man, Uncle Howdy, what the fuck is his name? Bo Dallas, give my man his dead brother's lantern back. Now, I don't know if that's actually his lantern or what the actual significance. I do believe that's like, oh, it's because of Bray. Give my man the lantern back. I get it. I get it for the plot. I get it. But something as like meaningful as that, like I get it. The heel team's like, I have something that means a lot to you. Give it back. I think I go out every week like, give it back, please, for the love of God. I just think you need to give the man his lantern back. Give the group their lantern back, you know? Um, yeah, I said Solo ain't winning. I saw the signs, which was the Y6 symbols on the screen. Zelina. Um, I just found out, or I didn't just find out. I personally just found out that they had a podcast. Her and sorry, her and Dakota Kai or Charlie. I think she goes by Charlie. Um, but Dakota Kai have a podcast together. I just found out about it because I was scrolling through TikTok. Now that I have a new phone, I can finally go through TikTok again. My poor friends are tired of me, man. I keep sending my one friend who loves Ria and EO TikToks. She loves me, I swear. Yeah. I was like, Zelina, please don't piss me off because I started liking you. Um, again, it's character versus or persona for the show versus how they actually act in real life. It's like Becky Lynch. Like I know she's not really like that, but she still pisses me off, and we're about to go into that about Monday, but work with me here. Um, oh, was it Randy throwing Solo and Alistair onto the table, and the table neither time broke? Like, he threw both of them onto the table, and instead of the announce table breaking, like it would usually do if they just them through, it bounced. I was like, like, how do you do that? Randy won, which means he's on to the Elimination Chamber. I'm struggling with words. Work with me here. Um, Tiffy time. Chelsea Green and Lash Legend. Um, I really don't know about much about Tiffany Stratton. I gotta do it like that, or I'm just gonna call her Stratus, and that's not the right one. I really don't know much about her because when I started watching, she really wasn't on the show at that point. Um, so I don't really know much about her. I know she came back at the Rumble. She was entry number 30. Um, and that's the first time in a while she's been back. So I don't know if she was out with injury or what. So I really didn't have a specific one I wanted to win for this match. I said maybe Tiffany because I really didn't know much about her. Lash again, persona slash character versus real life. I not my favorite person. Again, it's probably just the persona thing. Maybe eventually I will start to like her. Chelsea Green, again, it's that whole thing. Sorry, I hate myself for that. I'm so glad I actually didn't say it and I just did the motion. I actually hate myself for that. Oh boy. If my friends watch this and they see that, they're going to comment either to me privately or on this. They're going to be like, oh my god, Steffi, I saw that. Anyways. Um, but yeah, Chelsea is another one where I'm just like, okay. Also, I saw that I believe she got injured after this match and she's currently out. I really hope she's doing okay. I really hope she's recovering. I really hope everything's all right. Um, yeah, I really do hope everything's all right for her. But Tiffany won. Um, so that was nice. Naya, I believe, got involved a little bit. She also stuck to the outside. So whatever. Tiffany won. She's off to Elimination Chamber. Liv Morgan was there. I I love Nick Aldis's response to, I believe it was Liv and Raquel there. Yeah, Liv and Raquel, because I think Roxanne got hurt that Monday when they were in Philly. I think she might have gotten injured when she went through the table during the Philly street fight between Stephanie Vicaire and Raquel. Um, I did just see on her Instagram that she got like a get well soon gift from the Judgment Day. But the way it was, I saw the little card. The way it was written, I think Liv had something to write because it said Roxy, and I was like, okay, that's like Liv. Liv calls her Roxy, right? Um, but yeah, I hope Roxanne's doing well. Um, whatever is going on, whether she got injured, whether she's sick, whatever happened, I hope she's healing. I hope she's doing well. Yeah. Anyways, Liv Morgan came out. I made the comment now after seeing this. I know why, but I made the comment. I said, "Surprise, Raquel is with her, not Roxanne." Um. So, as I said, I do believe she might be injured and or sick. So, Nick, I said Nick Aldis looks less than thrilled at LMAO. Um, because Nick made the comment when they were in Saudi the previous weekend. Well, Liv, if you can talk on this show, you can wrestle. This is my show. I love Nick for that. Nick's iconic for that. Also, I didn't realize he was married. Is it not Mickey James he's married to? Hold on. Nick all this. Yeah, Mickey James. I did not know they were married. I'm not even gonna lie. I found that out and um my dad went, "How did you not know? How was I supposed to know?" It's just they got married in 2015. You know how old I was in 2015? 11. I didn't get my first phone until I was 16. I didn't get a computer. I mean, I had a computer, but I wasn't watching wrestling at that time. How was I supposed to know? Oh, I just hit my lip. I don't know if you'll be able to hear that maybe. Um, Again, Liv Morgan's character is one that really irks me. So it's like she's like of all time, and I'm like, oh my god, somebody shoot me. Nick, I at one point just say ew. Oh my god, Nick looks tired of her already. And then because she hasn't debated or she hasn't told us whether she is choosing Jade to fight or Stephanie to fight. I kind of think she's going with Stephanie. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. So the comment she made, I was like, oh, is she actually gonna go against Jade? I put, oh boy, I'm already tired, and then Nick's face LMAO in all caps. Um, I forget how she said. I made it. I put in here. Why did she say Stephanie's name like that? I think the way she said that, care. I was just kind of like, what? Um, and then I was like, oh, she's gonna pick Stephanie, and then oh, she's kicking Raquel out. Because I think they were trying to start where Liv was like, "Oh, Raquel, I gotta tell you something, or we gotta have a discussion," and Raquel's like, takes the mic from her. No, I have something to say to you, and it was like, okay, and I was like, and Nick said, "Let me just sit back and watch," and then Jade's theme hit. Right now, when it starts, until I hear what is it, a storm is coming or whatever it is, I don't know her theme that well. It is not one that I've heard a lot, so it hasn't like, and it's not one I like listen to in my free time. Like I listen to Kingdom, which is Cody Rhodes. I listen to CM Punk's, AJ Lee's. I listen to Rhea's. I listen to EO's, Alexa Bliss's. Like there's a lot of them that I listen to. Jade's is just not one I've listened to. It's not one I've. There's certain ones where I just don't feel like they would be ones I listen to, but whatever, it's fine. So I was like, "Is that Jade?" Oh yeah, it's Jade. Um, I said, to be honest, I don't like either of them. So, and then I went, oh boy, you know what, Jade? Beat her ass. And then I was like, Nick's faces are killing because he's just in the background. Like, I was like, okay, Nick, icon. And then Jordan Grace came out, and I was like, hey, Jordan. And then I was like, Nick's brewing up something in the background. And and then Liv's going off, and then both Jade and Jordan go, shut up, bitch. And I'm like, yes. And then Nick Aldis um then said that they were having a match, Jade and Jordan versus Liv and Raquel. That was the whole, well, if you can talk on my show, you can wrestle on my show. So that's fun. And Jade and Jordan ended up winning that match. I started calling them J and J because typing out Jade and Jordan in each individual one was just killing me. So I just called them J and J, Johnson and Johnson. No. I said, gotta say, I love how Nick thinks. If you can yap Liv, you can fight. And then Raquel hit Liv, and then I think Liv hit Raquel, and it's a whole thing. Judgment Day's crumbling. Your days are numbered. Like, um, I really okay. There are some of these. Hold on, I need another sip of my drink. And there's some of them that I really don't. I mean, I watch, but I don't make too many comments on because I'm just like, I'm not feeling this one. So an example of that was, I love Shinsuke Nakamura. Don't get me wrong. I remember Shinsuke Nakamura from when I first started watching. Tomatonga, MFTs. This was before the main event was the men's elimination chamber. I had to think about that. Um, so that was before Solo was like, "Where are the MFTs?" Um, I said I really want Shinsuke to win, but Tama ended up winning, and that's all I said. Drew McIntyre started the show, right? Or he tried to. He comes out his theme and his little, I believe it was his kilt. Cody comes out and starts whooping him. I was like, yes! I said, Lamo, Cody attacking Drew. What a way to start the show. Um, and then I was like, go off, Cody. And then I have a little section for Cody. I was like, oh, I love Cody so much. And then I said, he's mad. Um, oh, they were in Charlotte, North Carolina on Friday. And I forgot how many wrestlers come from Charlotte. First of all, Charlotte Flair, Cody Rhodes. I think there's a few others that are from Charlotte, North Carolina. I was like, damn, Charlotte, North Carolina is just really popular. Um, and then he was like going off in the ring because he's in his hometown. Um, and Bro ran it and then said, I was excited for Punk and Roman because CM Punk and Roman Reigns are allegedly, they're supposed to be high, the one of the main events for WrestleMania. However, here's my issue, and I'll get more into this for when I get to Raw. Um, CM Punk is having a match with Finn Balor at Elimination Chamber. And again, I'll get more into this when I get to yesterday's show on my thing. However, there's, oh my god, is that a stink bug? Oh my god, there's a stink bug in my room. I was wondering what that plop sound was, why my cat is like freaking out. Oh fuck. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Um, there was a stink bug, and I have a terrible fear of bugs. So I kind of panicked. This will be the first time I'm actually editing because of that, because I don't want to continue talking through all that. Anyways, where was I? Cody Rhodes? Yeah. Um, what? Punk and Roman. Yeah. They're doing WrestleMania. They're a main event for WrestleMania. However, they're talking about Elimination Chamber, and it's, again, I'll get into this come Monday, come Friday. Monday? Come when I talk about the Monday one in a bit. It's him and Finn Balor. Finn has, I'm sorry, Finn needs to turn face. They've been teasing it for so long, and now they're teasing. My dad thinks they're gonna bring the demon back. I don't know. I think they should have turned the man face. Anyways, continue. Um, oh, The Miz versus Carmelo Hayes. But it wasn't for the title. It was just a match. Um, and I'm not the biggest fan of The Miz. But Carmelo Hayes won. Love that for him. Yeah, Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy. I put just give my man the lantern back. It's his dead brothers for fuck's sake. Again, how completely accurate that is, I don't know. However, give my man his lantern back. Kit Wilson. I have mixed feelings about this man, right? I get it. I get it. The toxic masculinity. Oh, I'm a feminist. Da 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 da. I get it. Felix, do you have an opinion on Kit Wilson? Felix, you have an opinion on Kit Wilson? Do you have an opinion on Kit Wilson? No, he does not apparently. Um, again, I'm getting used to his character, so I can't really make a definitive I like him or I don't. But why was his hair kind of greasy? Like, no shade, no tea, no shade. My hair sucks too. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. It's like 5 different colors, and it's like dead on the ends. Like I get it, but why was his hair greasy? Dry shampoo, anyone? Also, I realized there wasn't a lot of pop for him. Maybe because he's new, and all that. But I could be wrong. Hey, Felix. Ugh, oh my goodness. Anyways, I think it's because people are still trying to get used to it. Maybe there wasn't a lot of pop. I'm not sure. Um, I want to know what he. I get what he was doing with his hips, but even I said, what about what's with the hips? I said, I wonder who's about to come out and talk because he's going off about Matt Cardona, I think it is. Um, Formerly Zack Ryder. That's how I knew him, but it's Matt now. Go off, Matt. Um, what was they saying? Oh, I think he was saying he had to moisturize, like he uses moisturizer. And one of the commentators said, gotta stay moist. And I said, did bro on commentary just say gotta stay moist? Oh, and then Oba came out and it was like a match. And literally, um, that I think they said that match lasted 38 seconds. And I was like, yeah, that lasted as long as I thought it would. Oh, R-Truth and Damian Priest. Iconic. I love them both. I said, although I said, what a unique pairing. I know they were doing stuff back when Damian was in Judgment Day and so was Rhea, like I get it, but I was like, what an interesting choice. Um, and then Drew came over and started going off on Damian, and uh, or was it Truth? He was going. I think at one point he was going off on Truth, and Damian kind of stepped up and was like, and I kind of love that. Jacob Fatu came out and did not let Drew talk. Drew came out 3 times. Cody attacked him. Drew attacked him, and then he came out. I said, "Bro can't catch a break," and it kind of makes me happy. Not gonna lie, I'm joking. And then 3rd time's a charm. He was yapping. It was kind of going in one ear out the other for me. Um, and the OTC chants were happening, and then I made the comment how Arse is crazy because is he not? He's Scott, right? Is he Scott or is he Irish? I feel like I've just offended a lot of people by saying that. I feel like I've just okay, he's Scottish. Okay. I'm so sorry if I offended somebody for that. I have a friend who lives in Scotland. Hi Pookie, if you're seeing this, I love you. Um, if you want to tell me if that offended you in private messages, I would love that. I apologize if it did. Anyways, um, oh, um, and then he was naming like family histories of like or not family histories, but different people who have won titles. And then Drew said the not Dusty Rhodes of and I was like, that's crazy. And then I was like, there you go, Pookie, you finally like said what you wanted to say. And then Trick Williams came out, and I was like, all right, um, oh, and Rhea and Io were in a backstage segment, and they were like going off, and I was like, I've seen a lot of people say, and I'd love to see it because I feel like it'd be such a dangerous yet fun combination. Rhea and Io turning heel together. I keep hitting my mouth with this. Oh my god. Anyways, I would love to see Rhea. Oh, y'all saw nothing. Um, Rhea and Io would be such a fun heel team together because Rhea by herself, like as a heel, is crazy, right? Have y'all seen Io as a heel? Like, I just recently saw clips of Io as a heel, and I'm like, girl is brutal. I mean, then Lash and Nia came up and started talking, and Rhea made a comment, and I was like, tell him, Rhea. And Liv and Raquel were walking by because this was right before Liv was going on, and Liv was kind of like, and I was like, okay. And then the last thing I wrote was Sami Zayn looks depressed as fuck, and I feel that in my soul because he's upset he lost against Drew. But he was like, he looked depressed as fuck, and I feel that in my soul. Anyways, now that we're done with SmackDown, we can talk about Monday Night Raw. Y'all, oh, okay, first of all, top of the show. We're kind of going to go in order for this. Not really. Sorry, my nose itches. Pause. That looks as weird as I think it does. Anyways, I'm not cutting that. I already have to cut something, and that's already too much work. Anyways, at the beginning of the show, you know how they do the like walkthroughs? I mean, they're filmed earlier in the day. You can kind of tell. Um, plus they're posted like a couple hours before the actual show starts. Anyways, so you have CM Punk doing a walkthrough, right? And CM Punk, I just rewatched this at lunch. Can you tell the intro? I didn't watch the full thing all over, but I did watch the beginning because um so what happened was Punk looked over to the side. He kind of did and smiled. I'm like, who is he smiling at? Because AJ hasn't been on the show since last time I think she was on the actual show was the Raw before Survivor Series War Games. Do you have an opinion? Sir, do you have an opinion? Felix, do you have an opinion? The stink bug's not there anymore. Hey, sir, the stink bug's not there. You're freaking me out now. I don't like bugs. Oh my god. Anyways, Punk looks over to the side, smiles, and there is my girl, AJ Lee. I don't think y'all understand how much I love AJ Lee. Right? Right? I love her. I've been a fan of her since I was a kid. So her coming back and being a wrestler again is like my biggest dream come true. Right? She came back. And of course they're walking and Becky Lynch notices and she takes off her sunglasses and she's fuming and I'm like, girl, calm down, it's not that deep. It's not that deep, Becky. And then Becky and then, they show Rhea and Io and whatever. And then they're talking, they're introducing the show, where they are, all that, what happened previously within like Friday and last week. Becky Lynch interrupts. What the fuck is his name? It's not. Is it Wade? Is it Wade? Is that Wade Barrett? I know it's Michael Cole. But is it also Wade Barrett? I think it's Wade. He is interrupted by Becky. Oh, now you have an opinion. I don't know if y'all heard that. Anyways, Becky comes out. She's throwing a fit. I don't know how much. There's not something about how much disrespect she's taking. I'm like, girl, do you even know she's there for you? And she's like, there's only so much disrespect that a woman can take. And then AJ comes out and she's like, Becky's fuming, and I'm like, yes! Like I was, I hate to say that I was probably screaming. Can you not? Sorry, my cat's acting up. Felix is acting up here. Hi. He doesn't want to give his opinion, but he wants to be annoying. Anyways, um, so I have it here. Um, AJ comes out. Um, he's shaking my camera. I was like, she looks so good. Her skin tone. I don't know if it was me, just me, but I realized she kind of looked like a little paler than normal when they had her like coming back and all. Maybe that was just me. Maybe it was the lighting. But when she was on yesterday, her skin looked like the more tanner version, and I was like, "Oh, I love it." Good for you, girl. I'm I'm a white as fuck. Be so for real. I am white. I appreciated the seeing her like what I remember, like the tan skin from like when I was a kid, and it looks good on her. And Becky's shaking like, oh, so mad, and AJ's like, I don't know why you're so mad. Like I'm here for Maxine. I'm here for my girl Maxine. And then she was like, and maybe I'll just stay in catering. I'm not here for you. And AJ's reactions to when Becky was talking, and the AJ goes, it's a tad bit dramatic. And I said, girl, look at you. Remember you from back in the day? Like I was like, oh my god, AJ. Um, and then Becky crazy laughter was awesome. She's like, I'm like, girl, are you good? Um, and then because they're in Chicago for Elimination Chamber, Becky was like, oh, what's it gonna take? Is it gonna take a match in Chicago in your hometown to get you to leave? Like, da 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 da. Anyways, AJ, what is this cat doing? If he knocks over this ladder. Anyways, AJ number one contender for the international intercontinental championship. And they're having a match at Elimination Chamber for the title, and I really hope AJ wins. And AJ is coming back next Monday for an in-ring interview and whatever else. And girl, I'm here for it. And then yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna go in order of my notes, which actually ends up being the next one. The Usos and Alpha Academy. Great match. Jimmy's back, and I said, I hope Naomi is okay because, he was out for a bit. Jay made the comment about Trin and Jimmy, or Big Jim, love you. So I really hope they're okay. I think, in my opinion, I think maybe Naomi had the baby, um, or it's some sort of complication with her pregnancy. I know she's a high risk. She's quote unquote older to be having a baby. I could be wrong. Really hope she's all right. Hope the baby's okay. They didn't say anything about it, which is personal lives. That's fine. Um, the match was really good. I love Usos. I wanted the Alpha Academy to win. Um, is it Tozawa? Is that how his name is said? Otis just kind of threw him at one point, and I was like, girl, that's kind of crazy. I said, Labo, he just threw that motherfucker. Tozawa? I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Is that his name, or am I just like gaslighting myself? Watch me be gaslighting myself right now. No, I don't. I know they're in Tampa for Backlash. I'm really sad. My friend lives not far from there, and I want to go. Does to 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 to. Oh, I think I've just gaslit myself. Hold on, we're scrolling so I can find it. I think I've just fully gaslit myself into thinking that's his name. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going through in alphabetical order. Where is this man? I can't find. Oh, Tozawa. Yeah, that's his last name. Okay. I was wondering where he was. I don't even want to try to say. They were calling him Tozawa. So I think that's his name. Anyways. Tozawa was suicide diving a lot. Um, anyways, Usos won, but they were like very sportsmanlike. They were very sweet. Tozawa looked like he was crying in the ring at the end of it, like he was just kind of upset. But Jimmy and Jay, giving them hugs, giving them high fives. And then they were having an in-ring interview real quick, and Jay and Jimmy made sure to be like, yeah, we see you, like, good job. Like, I think they're friends from when they qualified, when it was just Jay. Um, Jay was seemed kind of happy that it was them. Um, so I will give them that. I do love that for them. I do. Not me dropping my mic. Hello. I do love that for them. Um, Hugs, high fives, acknowledge, acknowledging them. Jimmy looked like he was bleeding. Jimmy was also going off to Jay about, you need to win Elimination Chamber, you need to go to Mania, da 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 da, right? Um, and we go to the women's Elimination Chamber qualifier. We already know that Tiffany Stratton is in from SmackDown, and they did the women's one of the ones for Raw. Rhea Ripley, Lyra, Valkyria, and Ivy Nile. Again, I really don't know Ivy a lot. I love Lyra. I actually wanted Rhea to win, but I said I'd take a Lyra win. Um, Rhea ended up winning, so Rhea is on to the um Elimination Chamber. It was a good match. I didn't have many comments for that. I was kind of locked in for that one. I'm not gonna lie. There was a lot of back and forth. So that was good. And then we had Penta, LA Knight, and Austin Theory. I said I wanted LA Knight or Penta to win. My favorite thing is to now just go, yeah, out of nowhere. In my real day-to-day life. So every now and again I'll just go, yeah. My family's over it already. It's been one day. Yeah, the amount of times I just in all caps, yeah. Anyways. Uh Penta and LA Knight at the beginning kind of agreeing to attack Austin Theory was hilarious in my opinion. Um and then Penta um Theory stomped LA Knight and then got on top of him. We thought that was gonna be it. Penta pulled him. And then another masked dude. Okay, so the Vision members came out to help, and by Vision, Braun Breaker is. I did not say this. Braun Breaker is out indefinitely. He did a hernia or something. Had to get surgery. Is out indefinitely for right now. That was a whole segment. Da 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 da. The Vision. So Bronson Reed, Logan Paul came out to help. Austin Theory didn't really work. Um, and then, Adam Pearce is coming out. They're not calling the match because it's a triple threat match, triple threat rules. I believe that means there's no disqualifications. Um, so yeah, they have that happen and all that. Um, so yeah, um, as Adam's walking Heyman, Logan, and Bronson back to the gorilla and all back there. Um, Mask Guy comes out, stomps Theory, LA Knight wins. So he's on to Elimination Chamber with Randy Orton. Um, but yeah, I really don't have any theories for who the Masked Man is. My friend thinks Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins stated, "Oh, oh my God, we just saw him. You got a sneak peek. Hold on. Oh nope, he's not gonna let me. He's not gonna let me. Maybe he will. No, come here. Oh. This is Felix. Say hi, Felix. He's sniffing. Ooh, you are cold. I know it's cold, but like, damn. Okay, go. Bye. Bye. No, leave my hair tie alone. Hate to break it. Leave. Oh my god, don't play my YouTube in the background. Oh my god, I have a YouTube video up and he just started playing it. Shout out to the YouTuber I'm watching. I'm watching the Queer Kiwi. She's pretty cool. I watch her videos now and again. I'm not subscribed, but she's got some good videos. Anyways. Where was I? Oh yeah. I don't have any theories. Again, my friend said maybe Seth Rollins. I personally don't think so. Seth Rollins said himself on First Take that he tore his rotator cuff, which my mom had rotator cuff surgery. I know how terrible that can be. But it's the earliest he'd be coming back is WrestleMania. That's the earliest. So I personally don't have. Can you not? He's trying to eat the wires, sir. Can you not? Put your claws away. You already scratched me up pretty good the other day. No. Anyways, I don't know if y'all saw me just hit myself with a cable on accident. But yeah, I have no ideas. My friend was right when she said she thought it was Austin Theory, so who knows? The first time. They announced that in Hershey, and that's where I was for that one. Austin Theory revealed himself in Hershey. That was crazy. Dude, we were all like, what the hell? In Hershey? Bless you. Bless you, bless you. I don't know if you can hear that. Okay. Maxine and Natalia. Saying Natty is throwing me off, Natalia. Um, I was like, okay, I need a AJ interference, thank you. And then I said, but I know Becky's gonna get involved too. I love Maxine. I really love Maxine. I like looked away from the TV for 2 seconds, and then next thing I hear the bell ring. The bell rings, and then I look up, and they called it. I think they DQ'd it. Um, and then Natty was putting Maxine into a sharpshooter onto the announce table. AJ came running out. Mind you, I believe this is the first televised thing we've seen of Natalia and AJ since like 10 years ago. So I was like my childhood again. I said, oh, and then AJ was like checking in on Maxine. I made a comment to my friend like, that's her daughter. That's her daughter. AJ was like checking in, helping carry her back. And then who do you know shows up? Becky. Right into the post, AJ goes. And then Maxine was checking on AJ, and I was like, okay, mother daughter go off. They're so cute. They were looking out for each other, and then I was like, that was quick. CM Punk had his thing. Or sorry, he was supposed to have an in-ring interview. But then Finn Balor came out and was going, I deserve a rematch. I deserve a rematch. And, Adam Pearce comes out to go off on Finn like, dude, we talked about this. Your chance is over. You had it at home in Ireland. You had it in Belfast. You lost. It's over. And then Adam Pearce is trying to get Finn out. Here comes Punk. And Adam's like, you can tell Adam Pearce needs a drink or two, or like 12 during and after each of these shows, because he looks like he's about to lose it. My poor man. Anyways, yeah, Punk comes out and Adam's like, fuck me. You could just see it. He's like, and then Finn went on the announce table, and I said, he's on the fucking announce table. And then I said, Adam's so tired of these fuckers. I said, oh boy. And then, Finn is like, oh, I want a rematch at Elimination Chamber in Chicago, or not in Elimination Chamber, but a solos match at that event. And Adam Pearce is like, no, Punk has a match against Roman at WrestleMania. That's locked in. Y'all can't be doing this. Y'all can't be like, this match is locked in. I don't know what y'all are thinking. It's not happening. Punk wasn't having it. And I said, AJ Lee got to come out and knock some sense into. talking about Punk because he's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. They did it. They did it. And Adam Pierce is, I don't know if it was Adam, but he's like, down, down, like, get off the announce table, like, get down. It was like, what I tell my cat when he's doing something he's not supposed to, like getting up somewhere. Get down, down. Um, but yes, Finn and Punk in a Liz Elimination Chamber, and I said, "Ooh, husband and wife at it again." Because if you think about it, at Survivor Series War Games, Punk was in one in the men's War Games match, and AJ was in the women's one, and now they both have individual matches for titles. I mean, he has the title, and it is of my belief that Punk is going to retain, just for the fact because they already said it was going to be Punk and Roman at WrestleMania. There's unless Punk actually gets injured and has to vacate the title, there's no way. Oh, Michael Cole who was supposed to do the interview. It's kind of like, bro, what the like he said, I gotta ask you, what the hell are you doing, or something like that. And Punk's like, I said I was gonna be a fighting champion. Da 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 da. He still shook Michael Cole's hand at the end. That's fun. Oh, Javon Evans and the original El Grande Americano. What the fuck is happening with the El Grande Americanos? Like, why? I get it. It happened at Rumble, but like, anyways. Um, yeah. Javon and it was Javon and the original El Grande Americano and the Los Americanos. Javon and the original El Grande Americano won. Y'all, the amount of times they replayed. Okay, so I don't know who it was that got up. I don't know their names. One of the Los Americanos got up on the one side of the turnbuckle on one side, and then Javon got up on the other side. And they both jumped at the same time, and Javon did the OG cutter in the air down, and everybody's like, oh my god. Yeah, even I was like, oh my god. They replayed it like 12 times. Gunther pissing me off. He says he wants to go after one of the titles. I don't remember which one. Paul Heyman. Oh my god. Logan Paul was like, "Oh, I'm the greatest thing to ever come out of Cleveland," because he's from Cleveland, and Cleveland was booing. I said, "Cleveland, Cleveland." I've said it so many times, I'm stuttering. Cleveland doesn't even like you, dude. Um, I'm doing this Liv Morgan one last. Finn looked depressed, and then he then went out. I still think he should have done a face run. And the last thing I have here is Liv Morgan. Forgot Dominic came back last week. I'm not even gonna lie, because she comes out and there's Dominic, and I was like, oh, I forgot that fucker was back. Dominic gave her fucking roses in a heart-shaped box of chocolates, and I'm like, and then it's so funny because Liv goes, "Oh, I'll give you your gift in the back," and I was like, "Is this man not married?" Like, I get it, it's storytelling, but it's just so funny. And I was like, "Yeah, because I think he's married to like his high school sweetheart. Like, they're so cute." Didn't I see a clip where he like got denied like 3 times or some shit? And then and the wife finally agreed. I don't know. So I said, forgetting Dominic is married. My ears when Liv goes, "The greatest or the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all time." And I'm like, my ears. Um. Oh, Liv said how I believe she said Jade and Stephanie were afraid of her, and I said, they're afraid of you. Be so fucking for real. Oh, and then Stephanie came out, and I think the pyro genuinely, like, not scripted or anything, genuinely scared Dominic, because Dominic goes to say something, and the pyro went off, and I was like, I think he just genuinely got scared by Stephanie's pyro, which real, but the pyro was scaring me when I was there. Um, sorry, my sister in the background just goes, I blame my sister. She just got a stick bug in her room. Ha! Sucks to suck. Anyways, um, yeah, it was Wade, and Wade said, "Damn, Dominic couldn't get his words out." Like, he was so happy about it. He was like, "Damn, Dominic couldn't say anything," and I was like, I was laughing. I was like, ah, he sounded so over it. Now I could be misinterpreting it, but the way he was like, damn, Dom couldn't say what he wanted to say. 70 is pretty as fuck. Stephanie came out was speaking in Spanish, and then Liv was like, looked at Dominic. What'd she say? What'd she say? What'd she say? I don't even know what she said, to be fair. And then Dominic's face was like the whole time Stephanie was talking, and Dom's like, I don't think I should tell you. And then Dominic started speaking in Spanish, and then Liv goes, "What'd you say, Daddy Dom?" Oh, I hated saying that. Oh, I hated saying that. Oh, I am. I feel like that dog meme. That is literally what I am. Um. Anyways, she's asking him what he said, and Stephanie goes, "He called himself a bitch," and Liv goes, "I know you're lying," and then uh I love Stephanie. And Liv is like, oh, because you're so up on Dominic, maybe I should give you the Hot Girls Love Dominic Mysterio shirt. And then she's like, oh, wait, I don't think you fit in the hot category. And I'm like, girl, open your eyes. Like, I get it. It's part of the story. But, like, you mean to tell me Stephanie Vicker, how the fuck do you say her name? Stephanie isn't hot? Maybe that's just the lesbian in me going off. Anyways. Um, and then Stephanie goes to leave the ring, and Liv's like, I'm not running on your time. I'm not running on Jade's time. I'll tell you whenever I'm ready who I'm gonna face. And I swear to God, we're about to wait the whole time. And then Liv calls Stephanie a puta, a bitch. I feel like I said that wrong, and I apologize to any of my Spanish speaking people. I, in fact, did not take a language in high school. But she called her a bitch. And then what's Stephanie's response? To smack Dominic. She bitch slapped Dominic, and I was like, you know what? Icon. Anyways, so that's the updates. You're so welcome. Anyways, so that's it for this video. I will try to film one next week around the same time. We will be talking about Friday Night SmackDown from this week, and then we will talk about Monday Night Raw from next week. Y'all know I'm gonna have some opinions. So yeah, thanks for watching, and goodbye.